Hello, friends and listeners, party people. Welcome back to another episode of Party XP. I'm your host, Akan, and joining me is Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Surprise! Two Jeffs! So everybody, we've got Jeff K, the usual, right? My regular co-host, and then Jeff F. I had him on for a couple episodes earlier last year, right? Last year at this point, right? It's been a while now.
It's been a while, yeah.
We had Jeff F fill in for a couple episodes while Jeff K was in the middle of being a brand new dad. So we decided to have them both on. This one, I think we're gonna start it off with something a little bit of fun, kind of break the ice for us here, because it's our first time recording in this kind of three-way. I don't like three-way threesome. No, okay.
Yeah, you're totally getting Eiffel
That's
Tower
even worse.
I'm making it worse. I'm so sorry. More than two. Triplet recording session.
Triple threat.
Triple threat. Triple
match.
H. Triple H. No, that's person.
Yeah, triple.
Time to
Yeah.
play the game.
But we're gonna do a. I guess can we call this a holiday gift guide or holiday gift recommendation episode? I guess.
Yeah, basically, I would call it just like surviving Black Friday or finding deals on Black Friday, how to find them, what kind of deals are around, what deals are already starting when this episode's live, and even when we're recording this, this holiday has become so much bigger than just like one day of sales that companies are just having sales all month, all November. So like there's shit live now when we're recording this. When this goes live, there's going to be even more stuff. So it's just going to be us kind of keeping everybody abreast of what's going on and where to find this stuff.
Yep, and also what's on our wish lists. And also, I mean, it makes total sense that you're getting two Jeffs because it's buy one, get one free. Two Jeffs for the
there
price
we
of
go.
one. So, yeah.
And I'm still full price and no one wants me.
Damn.
I made myself sad.
Rip.
But yeah, so this would be a fun one. I'm really looking forward. I was looking forward to this one for a little while because we talked about it a little while ago, and we took us a little while to get everything kind of situated. But here we are, and I'm ready to set it off. I guess I'll start first, just because I'm hosting this one, I guess. General first recommendation for here. A lot of my stuff is going to be mostly tech related and maybe a little more gaming focused later on. But for now, just kind of wider tech stuff for holiday gifts for the gamer in your life or for the tech nerd in your life. This one's pretty general. I've got here up on my screen the Ugreen 20,000 milliamp hour 100 watt power bank. I brought this on my trip to Serbia, and this was like my best friend because obviously walking around the city, using Google Maps all day, and using all the different travel apps. This is just a really good power bank. I think it's just like the biggest you're allowed to bring on a plane too, and it does like fast charging, so it can actually power like a MacBook, some small laptops, the LG Flip laptop can be powered off with this thing. So you can do laptops, you can power your Steam Deck using this. It's just really useful, and it has 3 ports as well too, so you can actually charge multiple devices off of here. It's just a really good battery charger, battery pack, and it's a little bit big, but again, I'm going for I'm always kind of like whenever I travel, I want to have everything with me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm always kind of prepared for the worst at all times. But yeah, this is like one of my first recommendations here. And then one other thing from the same brand, Ugreen. Again, none of these items we're not sponsored by any of these companies. These are all just recommendations for either things that we're interested in or things that we have used. They also make a 65 watt USB-C charger, which works for the Steam Deck. Also has USB-C ports and a USB-A port. Fast charging, again, can power some laptops as well too. Again, like MacBooks or the compact laptops, and it's smaller than most wall warts. Again, just useful, and I like it just again because it works with the Steam Deck and basically anything else I could throw at it. So that's my first set of recommendations here. Which one of you guys wants to go next? How about Jeff? How about you step up to the plate?
Yeah, how about Jeff goes first?
Get it? So really, my big thing is I need a new TV. My TV, I bought an Insignia TV from like the Best Buy's in-house brand, and one of the defects with these TVs is that everything turns blue over time, and now basically everything is this crazy blue filter on this television. So that's what I've kind of been in the market for and looking for, and I gotta tell you, the big box stores, the wholesale, what would you call them? The wholesale warehouses, BJ's, Costco's,
warehouse shops or wholesale shops.
Yep.
Those are the spots, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking right now. So, if you look up Black Friday ad 2024, you'll see a lot of companies have already started to leak their Black Friday ads. Well, they haven't, but their ads have started to leak. BJ's and Costco's among them. And you're talking about 55-inch televisions for like $250. Larger TVs for still under $500. So that's definitely what I'm kind of looking for. Again, if you still haven't bought, if you're like me and you haven't bought the next gen or the current gen consoles yet, they usually have like the Black Friday Bundaroo, right? Where you're gonna
Nice.
get the game, the control, the console, maybe an extra controller. Lacan, do you remember which store that was that had the PlayStation 5?
I think that was BJ's earlier.
It was BJ's,
I
right?
believe
I'm trying to
so.
look for it. Fuck. There's no way to just look at all of these at the same time. But yeah, so I believe it's BJ's that has the it's like a 500 something dollar bundle for the PS5. So you get a second controller and the charging base for all that. So that's going to be definitely good if you're interested in buying a PlayStation 5. I'm usually begrudgingly still Team Xbox. And so I've been looking for the Xbox. What is going on here?
I think you said you found an Xbox Series S console for sale.
Yeah.
Right?
Xbox Series S at Walmart is going to be $220.
That's
So,
really good. 'Cause
That's
Nice.
crazy.
that was going for what initially? What was the record price on that one? Those
I
were,
want to say it was wasn't it like 300?
300,
No,
yeah.
like 250 maybe, something like that. I don't even know.
I think it was 300 because I remember the other two consoles were 400, right? 400, 450.
Five. I thought they were
Okay,
five.
there we go. So yeah, that's a pretty solid little discount there. And also the two items I recommend are also already on discount on Amazon. I'm sure that as soon as we get even closer, to the proper past Thanksgiving, Black Friday, so on and so forth, we're gonna see those drop even more as well too. So
Yeah, like these ads leak early is basically the point that I'm trying to make here. Yeah, so BJ's has the Series S, the 512 gigabyte console for $220 on Black Friday.
Nice.
$490 is that PlayStation 5 Bundaroo. It's the slim PS5. It's a charging dock and it's a camo DualSense controller. They'll also have the white Xbox Series X for $430. So it's only $20, but it is a big thing.
Yeah,
And money's money. And they're gonna have the VR2 Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle for $329.
that's really solid. Does that come with, so that's the whole PSVR 2, the unit itself along with the game.
Yep.
So
It's
I don't,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember a couple months ago when I bought my PSVR 2, they had dropped the price from 500, 550, whatever the hell it was, down to 350. And that was
Okay.
just for the unit itself. That's a really
Okay.
good deal that you're actually getting a game on top of it. And after now having the PSVR 2 for like half a year, using it on my PC and on my PS5, it is it's not a necessary item, but if you are a fan of VR games, this is one of the best ways to get into it because it is it's pretty powerful. The refresh rate's really good. Has a good field of view. The controllers are really, really good. They're really well made. They're very well balanced. They don't get tiring after using them for a while. And again, you can use them with PC now because again, PlayStation, Sony decided to add the support to work it on with PCs. May just need an adapter depending on which graphics card you have. And yeah, it's one of the cheapest and one of the best ways in terms of quality of tech to get into VR if you're interested in VR gaming.
Yep. Two more things from BJ's real fast. We'll touch on this a little later because I do have a site that I think can help people if they're looking to save a little bit on this particular product. But the Mario Kart 8 Bundaroo is going to be $250 at BJ's. So if you're looking to get a Switch for maybe like a younger family member, or if you just want a Switch,
Her for yourself.
right? Exactly.
Let's not lie.
Right. It's $250. And they're also selling Life Smart gaming chairs for $90. So not bad.
Solid. Lights.
Ooh,
Light
very
Smart.
nice.
Let me take a look at this Light Smart.
Here, I'll send it to you. Yeah, so I mean, just be on the lookout for Black Friday ads. They leak early just so that you have an idea kind of what you're looking for. If you have a spot that you normally visit that you like obviously for me it was always GameStop just because I worked there, so I had the opportunity to pick stuff up while I was there. Obviously I'm not there anymore, but these days, it's still cool to see, what they have on sale, and if it's a good deal, I'll go grab something, you know what I mean? And everywhere else too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, with my little bit of time there, I still go back every once in a while, especially because they do a lot of buy two get one free or whatever during the holiday season for used games. So it's super worth it for me to pick up a couple physical copies. Yeah, but that's awesome. That's a nice little starting batch of recommendations there for you. How about Jeff F. Now, let's get to you. What's your first couple of recommendations here?
All right. So one of the big ones, since I have a big boy job now and I need a big boy desk, is standing desks. So for those of you who are into gaming, tech, any of that kind of stuff, FlexiSpot looks like it has a deal, and they tend not to be so. They're kind of pricey. Let's not lie. Standing desks are pricey. You can get yourself a cheap desk from IKEA. And as a matter of fact, months ago I saw, and I should have gotten it, a deal on a standing desk at IKEA. I think it was for $150. But now, you have the FlexiSpot E7 series, and they're going from $299, which is they're usually around $500. And I could get a discount for 10%, but now $200 off a $500 desk for $300. That's pretty good. And then they have the Pro version, which goes for $600 now and is now available for $450. So that ain't bad. And that's even right on their website themselves. And I'm sure you can find some other places where you can get that a little bit knocked off. And in addition to the standing desk, folks, is trying to be healthier. I don't want to die, and I definitely don't want to die early.
Good to know.
Yeah,
fair.
So one of the things that I didn't get the standing desk yet, but I do have every intention of going there, is I got one of those walking pads or, low profile treadmills.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
My sister-in-law bought one of those.
I'm loving it. Yeah. How does your sister-in-law like it?
You know what? I'll ask her.
They're just starting to get more popular. I'm just seeing more and more people actually picking them up now.
Yeah. And the thing is okay, if you go searching for them, you see some of them are really, really expensive. You get a brand name. It's expensive. But, I got a kind of no name, but still decent number of ratings. It's actually on Amazon at a 4.6, and initial price was for $320. You can get it for $259, but it also has a $50 coupon. So you can get them right around $200, which, I can make a mistake every once in a while for $200. And this one was not a mistake. Both me and the wife are loving it. I got the Hometro. Okay, now that's not as popular a brand as some of the other ones. I think there's one called Walking Pad. Urivo is another very popular folding treadmill brand. But, I'm liking this one. I'm sure the Urivos are nice. This one happens to have a 7% incline. I was looking for incline to, kind of get a little bit more out of the workouts and stuff. So, but yeah, loving it. It's working well. I am a bit on the heavier side, and it is able to handle it. The floor hasn't caved in yet, and enjoying it while watching Netflix or some other stuff.
Easy workout hack, by the way. Just put that incline up to 3.5.
Yep.
Complete game changer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever
these
the
days,
highest
your
incline-
boy's at a 5, but
Oh yeah. But it does help. I mean, because if you're
It
walking
does.
just on a flat surface, you're not feeling as much. You even incline by 1%. You're getting a little bit more, and you get to 5,
Agreed.
3 to 7%. Yeah, so totally. So loving that. Definitely can get a deal on those. And another one. Okay, Lacan, this is one that you got that I've been kind of drooling over. I don't know if they're gonna have any Black Friday discounts, but that sling bag that you got from Isekai Crew. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Isekai Crew, yeah.
Yeah. Let's give them a shout out. I mean, they're really good friends of ours, and telling you, even if they weren't good friends of ours, the design on that is mint. The thing's freaking clean. It looks so nice, especially if you're into Neon Genesis, Evangelion. I don't know if I'm saying that right either.
Yep, you nailed it. You got it.
All right, sweet. But yeah, definitely get you one of those. Hopefully they have a Black Friday deal. Maybe if they're listening, they can knock a couple percent off. But even without the deal, like it is really really sweet looking. Hopefully, Lacan, you can post a picture on that on social so that people can see it, drool over it, and then go to Isekai Crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are good friends of ours. Even if they weren't friends of ours, we'd still highly recommend them. I have one of their bags. I really like it. It's built to, in the size is nice and flat, but it's big enough to fit a Nintendo Switch in there, as well too, which is kind of a nice little thing. Not super big, not super small, and you can move the strap around to either be as like a fanny pack or do it as a sling bag or even as a proper like crossbody bag or a back sling. So you got options there. It's a really really cool bag. I'll probably throw something up on the social media for it.
Do you guys actually know these people?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can you show me the bag? Because I need a bag that isn't a Target bag so I can lug all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards around
Yeah,
in.
sure. 1 second. Let me show you some. Let me share my screen.
It's totally perfect for that because and one of the things that I really like about it is like it does have a flat profile. So I have
right,
another
hold on.
sling bag that's like just puffy
on Discord.
Lacan is sharing his camera. Do they make him bigger?
It does expand a little bit, but it is meant to be a more of a slim profile bag.
Okay.
Again, fits a Switch. It does fit like I put like a wallet in there, my phone, my vape. It's a little bit of give to it, but for the most part, it is meant to be relatively slim sling bag.
This thing literally looks like it's made to be a Switch holder, though. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And so they have this with the Unit 1, and then they have the other. They basically have all three of the main characters, Eva, like their
Right.
mech color basically set up for them so far.
Okay.
But yeah, no, they're very cool bags.
It is really nice.
Yeah, actually, if that's the case, then if you're looking for a recommendation for a bag, then let me hop in here actually. Then, so my next recommendation would be I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit on my recommendations here. I'm gonna recommend putting this out here, the Tom Talk carrying case for the Steam Deck. Like it's a sling bag, right? Jeff, you definitely see me carry this around, right? Both of you
Yep.
see me carry this around, right?
Oh, you were so psyched about it. Like, yeah, because like it fits in perfectly. You know what? Let me not steal your thunder. You talk about it because I know you were gushing about it, and it looked really, really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I think my screen is still sharing to you, Jeff K, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this is the bag itself. It's a nice sling bag, decently large size. They also make this for the Switch as well too, which is also a little bit smaller, but still relatively deep, which is why I like this bag. So it's deep enough to fit a Switch. It actually has like a little holder inside of it, made out of like a harder material, so it doesn't put pressure on the thumbsticks of the Steam Deck. Can also hold. Switch with like the Hori Split Pad Pros on there, or the Asus ROG Ally. But if you take out this little middle divider, it is just a deep bag. So I've actually been able to put a couple like decks of like Magic the Gathering cards in here. There's a lot of pockets. It can spread out pretty good. Really good bag. It's very very well made. It's regularly selling for $49.99, but there is a 15% coupon on Amazon. And I don't know if they go on sale. I'm pretty sure I've seen the Switch bag go on sale, but I'm not sure if I've seen the Steam Deck bag go on sale. But they're very, very well made, and they're not crazy pricey. And Tom Talk in general just makes really, really good bags. I just recommend them for backpacks, single sling backpacks. They hang more to the side and not really off the middle of your back or whatever. But these are really, really good bags, and I recommend them. So if you're looking for something to hold cards in, I think this would probably work out for you pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like these ones a lot. Yeah, these are sick.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, so actually on their website, they advertise it. It fits the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Lenovo Legion Go, and the Switch with the Hori Split Pad Pro. So there you go.
I have bad news to tell you guys, by the way.
What's going on?
My Hori Split Pad Pro is having controller drift.
Oh no.
Ah.
You ever tried just
Like-
spraying like contact cleaner in there?
No, I haven't tried any of that stuff yet. I just noticed it at night. I'm replaying Digimon for like the 5th time now. This will be
Nice.
time number 5 technically of playing this story. Yeah, and I can't run to the left.
Ooh, rough.
Ah.
But anyway, so hey, if Split Pad Pro goes on sale, I'll have to go pick one up again because it's the best.
To be fair, yeah, it is a really good controller to have for the Switch. Just give it more of a meatier grip on it. That's still probably one of my favorite purchases for my Switch when I was playing it regularly. Yeah, it just made it more comfortable to play. Just in general, you lose a couple of the features,
sure.
but it's still a very good controller. Okay, so that was my first. I guess now it's just back to me at this point. One of the other things I really got a lot of use out of actually this year with the trips that I have been doing. You know, a couple road trips, couple weekend trips or whatever. Portable monitors. So, because I use my Steam Deck essentially as a portable, as a small PC essentially, and also I have a miniature PC as well too that I brought for editing. This is a brand that has kind of like shown up on my feed more often than not on Amazon within the last couple of years, and I have two of these monitors now. Is the Arzopa portable monitor. So these are 1080p. Basically, it's like imagine like the top of a laptop. You know what I mean? They kind of just took it off. It comes with like a small built-in stand and like a little folio-looking case kind of thing to cover it for some of the other models. And they come in 1080p and they come in 60 hertz and they also come in 144 hertz or 120 hertz as well too. So these are kind of a nice little pickup here. These are on sale pretty regularly. And they also that sounded weird. I just had a stroke.
We're all feeling it, man.
But yeah, these go on sale pretty regularly, and they also have coupons on their page as well, very very often. So like the one that I'm looking at right now is currently $85.99, and then if you have Prime, it becomes $63.99, and then like sometimes it also have like another 15 or 20% off on top of it. So the last one that I bought was I think it was like $75, and it ended up becoming like 50, because of like there's like a coupon and then like a discount like happening at the same time. But these are really really nice for what they are, and they're if you do any sort of work and say you don't have like a full PC setup, right? Like you don't have like a monitor stand, 3 clamps, 3 arms to do everything. This is good because it hooks up straight to like a laptop very easily, or your Steam Deck. So you want to go somewhere and you want to bring like your PS5 with you, and you don't want to, you're not sure if the place has a TV, or if you're going somewhere. So you're visiting your grandparents' house and they don't have a good TV in the house, right? And you want to do a little bit of gaming. These are really really small, really flat. Again, these are super thin. This is like as thin as like kind of like, do you remember those like composite lined notebooks from high school?
Oh, the one, it almost has like a cow pattern, like that black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about as thick as
Yeah.
that basically. It's really easy to just kind of throw into like a backpack. If you want to throw it into a sleeve, you're welcome to as well too. Yeah, these things are great. Again, there's plenty of other different branded names ones, but this is the one that I've been buying. The two I bought 2 of these from this brand already so far. And they've been really good. No noticeable like smearing on the screen and stuff like that. But yeah, no, these are really really nice to use, and they can just work to Type C, plugging straight into a graphics card or a mini PC or on the motherboard of a regular PC. Or you can also plug it in like externally or power it with your like game console. Again, it kind of just works as like a really convenient portable monitor. Actually, let me do this one last thing here before we get to Jeff again. I talked about this with both Jeffs, and it's one of those things that I've noticed the last because I don't really do a whole lot of Black Friday shopping as much anymore.
Yeah, me either.
But the one thing I will regularly buy on Black Friday are SD cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought one of these recently. They're great. It works perfectly fine. And they are on sale right now, actually, again. 1 terabyte Team Group A2 Pro Plus card. Yeah, it's a micro SD card. It's 1 terabyte. It's $69.99. I remember like 2 years ago when I bought my Steam Deck and I bought a 1 terabyte card, it was like $180. So yeah, this is really good amount of storage, and for a really really low price now. It's cool to see that these are dropping price even more now again.
So speaking of your SD cards, you can put them into your Anbernic retro handhelds.
Okay, here we go. We're getting to this now.
Oh, nice.
Which is something that, again, this is something that I've been keeping my eye on for a long time. I've talked about it in the past quite a bit, and I think we're finally getting to a point where I'm ready to pull the trigger on getting one of these. So,
Do it.
as Anbernic releases new retro handhelds, right, new products, the older handhelds, which are still very well made, still play a ton of retro games, are going down in price. So for me, the RG35XXH, the handheld kind of dual stick, kind of looks like a smaller Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent of that. Kind of actually, yeah, I would say it kind of looks like that. Or maybe like one of those old Tiger handhelds, but there's 2 joysticks at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's $50.
Oh, nice. I missed those.
Yeah, like it's $50.
Yeah, I'm sending, sending an image over to you, Jeff F, so you can see what we're talking about here.
Right. And then that whole site has a ton of these, and so like like we said, as the new handhelds are coming out, the older handhelds are reducing in price, meaning that you're going to have an opportunity to grab one of these really well made handhelds at a cheaper price. They sell Bundaroos with SD cards, but if you can find that SD card cheaper elsewhere, you can plug it right into this thing, and then you have, it comes with internal memory anyway, but then now you have a ton of extra space right on top of that.
Yeah.
When we're recording this, they are running a sale. When this gets published, it won't be on sale anymore, but they might have Black Friday sales coming. So
yeah.
it might be a good opportunity for you guys to just check and keep an eye out for it if you're looking, if you're in the market for those retro handhelds. You don't want to buy it from Temu or, Amazon or any of these other third-party sellers. You want to get it from the source itself. Hopefully there's something there for you when you are looking at them, because these are sick, they're well made, and it's something, like I said, it's something that I'm definitely keeping an eye out for.
And especially if you recommend it, like, I put a lot of faith and trust and confidence in the things that you've recommended. This thing's looking really sweet. So, yeah.
I've actually got my hand on one of these actually recently. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it feels really good. The joysticks feel like the Switch joysticks. So they're small, they're compact, right? But yeah, the buttons are nice and clicky. This one has stacked shoulder, or not stacked. They're like, there's two shoulder buttons on the top left corner, top left and top right corner of the machine, and then like the next set of triggers essentially will be further in. So it's very, very skinny profile. And again, like, these sometimes come with SD cards full of games, which I'm not a huge fan of, because this kind of like retro emulator console sits in that weird gray area, right? When we've Jeff K and I have had a conversation about emulation before, right? And we don't want it to. Mm-hmm. We don't want the companies that actually make the games to come after these guys and if they're distributing ROMs, right? So I recommend I get it if you're not really into the whole emulation scene and you kind of just want to dip your toe into it. It's fine. They're going to come with a bunch of games on it. That's perfectly fine for you to get you started. But if you are into emulators, I would highly, highly recommend please dumping your own games and putting them on yourself. Just kind of do it, in a way that shows that we're not just a bunch of filthy pirates here. Because again, we want the emulation scene to stay alive and thrive, but and not in a way that's not gonna get the manufacturers of these retro emulators or you in any sort of trouble. Mm-hmm. We're not telling you to do crime, but we're also telling you to do a little bit of crime. I think that's what we landed on.
A little
last
bit of crime, yeah.
The other thing too is, like, I don't want somebody else loading an SD card full of games, because there exists the potential of them loading something else that isn't games on the SD card. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, play it safe. That's what I would very much recommend. And
know what you got on there. Yeah, because you don't want to find out like, oh, there's a virus on there. There's something there. Now they have your credit card info and they have your identity. So yeah.
Yeah, and some of these consoles do have like internet access built in. So
correct.
I'm gonna actually springboard off of your recommendation here. Again, that is the Anbernic RG35XX. Basically all of the current Anbernic latest consoles are using the same chipset at this point. They just come in different form factors. The one I'm gonna recommend from the same company is the Anbernic RG505. This one is going to be a little bit more expensive than the one that you just recommended, but also it uses I think this uses a different chipset as well too. But this one is going to be a little bit bigger, and this one runs Android. So if you are used to running emulators on Android phones, right, that there's plenty of stuff if you want to use RetroArch or Lemoroid or any of these other ones that kind of like do a lot of the setup for you very quickly. The Anbernic RG505 is, again, pretty familiar if you already use like an Android phone for emulation. Jeff K mentioned this before too. Yes, the previous console, right, the previous generation of the console will drop in price. Retroid is the kind of like a competitor brand, I guess, to Ambernick. The Retroid Pocket 5 just came out. The Pocket 4 and 4 Plus and the Pocket 3 and the 3 Plus are still out, still very good handhelds. The Retroid Pocket 3 is probably the one that I've had my eye on for a little while, and then the 4 came out, dropped the price on it basically, and then now even more so with the 5. Jeff K, do you have any more recommendations, or do you want to let Jeff F get back in here?
Yeah, no, let him get back in there.
Okay, Jeff F, you are up. You have another set of recommendations for you?
Yes, I do. And actually, let me know when we're winding down, because there's one recommendation that I have in my pocket. I'm waiting to unleash it on you guys.
Ooh, okay.
So just let me know. But this one recommendation next, Lacan, you talked about it. You actually got me into this. You recommended it because both of us traveled internationally recently, and it is something that we got to put out there because I didn't know it was as much of a thing. But apparently, especially in Europe or other parts of the world, once you get out of North America, pickpocketing and theft is a big thing. So, Lacan, you're probably gonna know what I'm gonna mention and suggest right now. It's not a particular deal right now, but it is something that I did catch a good deal on recently in preparation for my trip. But it is the Night Eyes S-Beaner Micro Lock Mini Carabiner Clip. That big words. But essentially, what it does is it ties your zipper pulls together so that people can't get into your bag. I mean, it's not a perfect solution, but it definitely slows them down. One of the reasons why I suggest this one in particular over some of the others is it actually has like a little locking function. So it just adds that much more difficulty for someone who's trying to get into your bag. Now, can they slice into the bottom of it? Yeah, they can. But if someone's just trying to casually open your zippers up, this is what you do. And speaking of keeping, keeping your zippers zipped, you can also use on your pants too, just in case you're trying to keep yourself from doing something a little bad.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, yeah, that's not what part of my recommendation was for those carabiners, but sure. I guess technically you can use it for that too.
I don't know what happens over there. I don't know what happens in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yeah, we just go over to Europe and they're trying to pull my zippers down. This is what's happening.
Yeah, God, they're just trying to.
Sick
all
world.
these people just trying to suck my dick in Europe, dude. It sucks.
I like these things. I mean, carabiner clips are just useful in general. A small but useful little gift for somebody.
Oh, totally useful. As things happen, because every once in a while, for example, say you're in the city, you're on the subway, it does give you that little extra sense of security. Like, okay, well, someone can't just open the zipper. Because it's funny, I didn't really think about it until I traveled to Europe, and in researching for travel planning and travel tips, that was the thing that popped up all the time. Beware of pickpocketers, and you'll see signs for it now. And I think you're seeing signs for it on the Manhattan MTA now in New York.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and it's a nice, very inexpensive solution. I got mine on sale where it was $250 for a pair. Now, that deal's not available anymore, but if you can catch that, do it. And when you see it's on sale, stock up. I mean, right now the 2-packs are on sale for $550. Once again, I got mine for $250. So
what's the regular
I
price
got
on
a
those?
bunch of those, but yeah, it's something helpful. Yeah, definitely.
What's the regular price on those?
Regular price on those looks like it's right around $6
bad.
for 2, which is not horrible. I mean, hey, yeah. Like what? You gonna buy a sandwich, or are you gonna get something that'll keep you safe, and then the sandwich will go away, and these will be around for a while.
Personally, I'd buy both.
Yeah,
Yeah. Treat yourself.
let's do it. Yeah,
And then lock the sandwich onto the carabiner.
as you should.
Right. So nobody can steal your sandwich.
Oh, hell yeah. And yeah, as you mentioned, there are different sizes. I'm a huge fan of that. And, for Jeff K, when you're at Costco and you're not using the those extra boxes, say that you got a bag, you can get the bigger carabiners, clip your plastic bags or whatever, flexible bags onto those,
One
and then
trip.
it just makes it easier to hold.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I refuse to take a
Hell
second trip. I'm still in that.
Oh no,
kind of
no! I don't take a second trip. I also live on a first floor apartment that is above the laundry room, so I have stairs. It's technically in the middle floor, So I don't want to have to walk up and down the stairs again. So
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely in favor of that.
You got another one here, Jeff, or you said you're just gonna save your last one for when we're running down?
Oh, I am saving my last one
Okay,
because
cool.
I'm hoping it's a fun one.
I guess I got two or three more here, and then that's basically for me. And then we'll go back to Jeff K, and then we'll finish off with Jeff F here. Okay.
Go for it. I'll be right back.
Okay. So my next recommendation here, these are more peripherals. These are going to be more gaming focused here. Again, I mean, I guess more is after we just talked about the retro emulators, but these are good for PC and for console stuff. The Mayflash F300 arcade fight stick. This is a universal fight stick, so it works on Switch, on Xbox Series X, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, so on and so forth, Windows, Steam Deck, right? And in addition to the Magic S Pro converter stick, it's like a little USB drive thing. It can work with the current gen consoles as well too, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X consoles. They're not. I don't believe they're official Sanhua buttons. The kind of the standard, right, for most arcade fight sticks. But if you want to get that fighting game experience or that retro, like arcade machine experience, this is a nice little budget fight stick for you. I bought one of these when they were still kind of new, and they think these came out around like $80 when they first came out. Right now, it's currently on sale for $60. So there's that. I believe these go on sale regularly during the holiday season. Yeah, they're cool. They're good sticks. They're very easily customizable. They work on basically every console.
Wait, including Android, because that was one of the things. Because it's kind of funny. In preparation for this show, I think I got the assignment wrong because I was coming up with my wish list of things, and as usual, Lacan, I ask you for advice. Hey, I'm looking for a mic. I'm looking for some headphones. And yeah, will this work on Android? Like, could I connect it to my tablet and play whatever games I have on there?
I believe so. Oh, you just need a converter or a little USB hub for your how they make Type C hubs for phones and for the Steam Deck and for like laptops that only have Type C. I believe this will just work. Yeah, because I've definitely like used it for like just messing around on like playing Dead Cells or Dwarf Fortress on my phone. So there you go. So you should either you need to get a Type A to Type C converter. That's all you need.
Okay, which is also something that we would recommend. Although I don't think there are any particular deals on converters, but
not really. I know that Anker makes a USB-C hub that I bought forever ago. Let me see if I can find this thing real quick. Anker USB.
And yeah, shout out to Anchor because I remember like even back in the day, like years ago before they were more popular, like I would get stuff from there and like anything I would get from them was really good quality. I actually would prefer to go with them now as opposed to like the cheapo and no names. Although every once in a while I get those too. But
yeah, like Anchor is good. I've switched personally to Ugreen is another brand that's been coming up recently.
Oh hell yeah, Ugreen's great.
Also very good. Yeah, the Anchor hubs. There's one for like $35 right now. It's on sale. There's a $5 coupon. There's another one that's like $50, and then on sale for $40 if you have an Anchor, if you have a Prime membership, and there's another one for $24 as well too. So yeah, you can get a little hub Type C out to whatever you need: HDMI, Type A, Type C, Ethernet. Sometimes on some of these as well too. So yeah, another $30 for a nice little USB-C hub. But yeah, so the Mayflash F300 arcade fight stick. That is a nice, cheap universal fight stick. Still very well made. It's a smaller size one. It's easier to pack around, and they're also very easy to customize and modify. And another one kind of in that same realm, the Borcham Haute Haute 42. They make little key switch fight sticks. So if you don't want to bring the giant fight stick around, this thing is about the size of a phone. And I put my own keyboard switches into these. So if you're a keyboard fan, also nice to have, if you have extra switches lying around. And it's like a hitbox. So it has the WASD shape on the left hand. And then on the right hand, it is just looks like a regular fight pad, but instead of buttons, they are keyboard like key switches and keycaps. These go around, I believe, around like $40 to like $50 for the smaller ones, and then the bigger ones which have like a little circle, like kind of like a typical fight pad button circle, those start going around like 80 to $100. But yeah, I've got the basic Hot 42 one. I think I paid like $40 for it. It's like it like lives in my Steam Deck bag. If anyone wants to catch these hands in Street Fighter on the go,
Say less.
yeah, like there's a fun little entry into the leverless fight stick world. Again, just nice to have because it's super small and packable versus trying to lug a fight stick around all the time. And these are compatible with like PS4, Switch, PS3, Xboxes, and I think if I run this through that Magic S Pro converter, this will work on PS5 and Xbox Series X consoles as well. So very useful. Again, very cheap if you want to get into the world of like those little mix boxes or hitbox style fight pads. And again, super compact. It's about the size of a Galaxy S20. Yeah, like it's just a little bit taller, obviously because of the keycaps, but like the width and like length of it, I guess, is about the same size as a Galaxy S20. And then last two recommendations here on my end. I'll wrap up my recommendations here. I talked about a monitor earlier before, but if you are into like full computer gaming, check out Newegg. They've got they've been around for forever. Awesome for them that they have a warehouse here in New Jersey, so we don't have to worry about express shipping or anything. We can kind of get everything in 2 days basically here. A cheaper monitor if you're into the competitive gaming, you want high refresh rate and you don't need the 4K resolution. The Acer Nitro monitors are really, really good monitors, and they're on sale for basically half off right now. These are going for around $150 regularly, and right now it's going out so $149.99 is on sale right now for $87.99. Yes, a 24-inch monitor, a 1080p, 180 hertz refresh rate, and it's FreeSync, and I think because it's I guess technically it's compatible with G-Sync, maybe. No, because FreeSync is technically a different thing. Either way, this will handle the high refresh rate stuff.
Yep.
And again, the fact that the monitor is basically half off or a little bit more technically on top of it right now. Good deal. It's under $100. It's a 24-inch monitor with 180 hertz refresh rate. So that's
I will say too. Sorry to jump in, Lacan. If you are looking for monitors but you don't want to get it shipped, like you're worried about the the glass breaking or whatever may happen, BJ's, Walmart, Costco, like I talked about with TVs, they also have a ton of gaming monitors on sale too. I am in the market for that as well. That was kind of like a nice to have kind of thing, but if you are somebody kind of like me, like I don't love getting stuff like that shipped. I'd rather just be able to take it home myself because I trust myself more than UPS and FedEx and whatever. Keep a look out there too.
You mean how Amazon likes to play package toss or like cornhole with your package?
Absolutely.
I mean, I get it, man. I worked at Amazon. It's already crazy hectic as it is on top of it, and then just the sheer volume that increases during the holiday season. It's rough, man. It's rough out there for them.
Yeah. Oh, and it also saves you from porch pirates too, because like you can be your own pirate. Because once again, we don't advocate piracy, but a little bit of piracy or being your own pirate, like lugging your own stuff instead of getting your stuff stolen.
Also, luckily for us, we also have micro.
Yeah, that is true. But you have to go to Paterson, New Jersey, which sucks.
Yeah, it's fine.
I will say this: don't it's not okay to pirate from individual people. It's okay to pirate from corporations.
Don't do that. Yeah, you're just a thief at that point.
Right, you're just a scumbag. Doing that. Corporations aren't people. You can steal from them. Yeah. It's okay.
Exactly. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so this is like my ball out recommendation gift here.
Oh, here we go. Been waiting for this. Yeah.
One of my friends has one of these monitors. It's absolutely fucking overkill, but I fucking love it. So this is the BenQ EX480UZ, 48-inch 4K 120 hertz monitor. This thing's a TV. Like it's a TV size monitor, 48 inches, but it's 4K, 120 hertz, so high refresh rate. This is like if you've got like a baller setup already and you just want to like have a monitor and it basically have a monitor that also works as a TV. You know what I mean? It's like say like your PC, you say you have like a proper man cave. You know what I mean? Like this works as your monitor. You can be up close to it. You can sit back on a sofa. Kind of a little bit further away. This is a really, really nice monitor. I've gotten to mess with it in shop, and one of my friends has one of these now, and it's sick. It's just so overkill though for me. So I'll probably not end up getting one of these. But this is currently on sale right now for $1,400. But this is a really, really sick monitor. Again, like if I had one of these, I wouldn't even have like a TV in my room at this point. This is like this. It's got everything already set up for it. But yeah, again, check out Newegg, check out Micro Center. A lot of these, like even like the really high end monitors, tend to go on sale around the holiday season. So keep an eye out if you're looking to ball out a little bit. Why not? Right? Treat yourself a little bit.
Oh hell yeah, BenQ does really great stuff. I think a bunch of my friends have the projectors, and they use those as their TVs.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, just have like a flat wall or even a sheet. I think one of them even put it in his car so that has a converter plugged in so that he and the family like watch movies while they're out in the wilderness or camping or wherever they are. So BenQ does really good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a cool setup. But yeah, that's basically my top end Halo recommendation. If you're trying to treat yourself or treat one of your loved ones, and you want to upgrade their PC/TV setup, here you go. 48-inch monitor from BenQ. That's basically it for me. So, Jeff K, you're up.
All right, I got one more recommendation here, and it's another website. I don't know what they're gonna do with Black Friday. I don't know if they do Black Friday sales, because what they offer is, heavily marked down products here. But it is something that I found in my travels, and if you are looking to, let's say that's not an option for you, a lot of this stuff isn't an option for you, this may be. So it's a site called unclaimedbaggage.com. And I don't know if you guys know this, but in the aviation industry, if you leave a bag unclaimed, I think it's for 90 days, like it ceases to be your property. So what Unclaimed Baggage and other sites like this do are they purchase these unclaimed bags, restore the products that are found in these bags, and then sell them back to people at heavy markdowns, right? So you can get anything. You can get clothing items, you can get electronics, not just, gaming accessories. Mostly it's Nintendo Switches and Switch games. Because shocker, that's what people are bringing on planes these days. They also had like a perfect, like a graded copy of Mega Man for the Game Boy on here for a while.
What the hell?
Wow.
Which is like, why the fuck aren't you moving heaven and earth to get this thing back?
Yeah,
but
right? Or like keep that on you in your carry-on. Like, how did that get separated from you in the first place?
Oh, it's still here. It's still here. Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge for Nintendo Game Boy, a 9.4 graded copy for $1,500, 62% off retail. This game would normally go for $4,000. Well, first of all, right, Jeff, like you said, why are you traveling with this in your carry-on bag? Why are you not moving heaven and earth to get this back? This person must be dead. They must have died on their trip, because otherwise, why would you let this just fester in a bag for 90 days, right?
Right. And like, did you forget it? Like, did they have something else? Like, they happen to have that one copy of Wu-Tang's album that went to Martin Shkreli on them. Who's leaving this somewhere where it's not protected?
Right.
With the Night Eyes S-Lock Micro-Lock carabiners.
There you go, no callback.
Dude. And it's wild to see some of the stuff that people leave in their bags. There are no fewer than, I would say, like 50 Nintendo Switches.
Yeah, I'm scrolling on
Why
the page
are
right
you
now,
just leaving your Nintendo Switch, this hardware that you paid for, on a bag that you're not going to claim? Like, it's just ridiculous to me. But their loss is your gain, because there's everything on here. There are laptops, there are computers.
This is sick.
Headphones,
what the hell? I've never heard
tablets,
of this before.
phones.
Oh, hook it up. Wow.
Smartwatches, jewelry, sport. You can buy weights. People bring weights onto a plane, and you can buy the weights. You can buy like a tennis racket, binoculars. I mean, there's just anything that you can think of is on here, right? And like I said, I don't know what they do for Black Friday, because the prices are so low as it is. Mm-hmm. But it could be that opportunity to grab something that you weren't able to swing regularly, even with the sales going on right now.
Yeah.
that
Wait, hold on, Jeff. Like,
Yeah.
this is definitely on my part of the wish list because, when you mentioned the website, I'm here on unclaimedbaggage.com now, and like they found a suit of armor. I mean, that's mine. I've claimed it. No one else has taken it. I hope it comes in extra large.
Yeah, dude, like you just look through this site and look at like go through the lifestyle, because like I never really made it past men's clothing and electronics, but I'm just looking at like the lifestyle tab, and this is insane. Like just some of this stuff, like commemorative bobbleheads, dude, trading cards, God, like I'm going through this site right now. It is insane, the stuff that people bring on planes and then don't claim. Oh, and by the way, they also sell the luggage that all this crap came in. So if you need a new luggage, like you can just buy it from this site too.
This is a cool shop. This is kind
Hey,
of sick.
did they have like almost like blind boxes or like blind bags? Where,
Yep.
like,
Yeah, they do.
You just
I
buy
see them
the.
in the game section. Yeah, there's a couple. There's a
Go to
box full of
lifestyle
games.
and go to mystery boxes. I'm sorry to talk over you,
so
Lakeith.
awesome.
But yeah, you could just buy designer eyeglasses for $9. Oh, here you go. Intimates for the love of your life, $20.
I look good in those.
Somebody else's random shit.
I got the legs for these.
Ball cap, USB charging block, mystery box, $8. Men's apparel, women's apparel, earbuds, $100. You get a random thing of earbuds. You could get Bose, you could get some Chinese knockoff. You don't know. Graphic T-shirts,
This is like thrifting, but online, basically. This is kind of sick.
dude.
This
And if
is
you
pretty
find
cool.
yourself in Alabama, they have a physical store with all this stuff in it too.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Damn, this is awesome. What the hell? Yeah, I never heard of this. This has been around since 1970. Oh, this is fucking sick.
Yeah,
How-
dude.
it's like, how come we haven't heard of this before?
Yeah.
Like, this is so cool. You can get a live rattlesnake or a camera from the space station.
Wait, hold on. Weird and wonderful finds. Okay, so I think this is where you're talking about mouth blown fruit and vegetable ornaments. Okay. Where did you find the living creatures portion?
It's under the you found what? It's like 3/4 down the scroll bar. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a peace pipe, Native American peace pipe. Oh,
Hell
it's a-
yeah,
it's a-
that's where we're gonna smoke our crack out of, right?
yeah.
Yeah, this is sick. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm absolutely gonna just spend my next couple hours on this website before I knock out today.
Yeah, man. It is it is such a cool site, and like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do for Black Friday, if anything. But if you're in a situation where you don't necessarily maybe have the means to buy retail, maybe you live in a place where shipping is difficult. Well, I mean, this would be difficult too, but
Or you're just looking for a deal, in general.
yeah, or if you're just looking for something cheap and you don't really mind that, somebody else owned it once upon a time.
Yeah, this is online. This is basically just online thrifting. This is awesome.
Yeah,
Hey, their loss is your game.
Yeah.
So-
exactly. That's exactly the way that I thought about it.
This
So
is sick. Okay, well, hold on. I'm saving this tab. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely seems
Yeah,
sick.
no,
Good,
this
good
is-
rec,
this
good
is my
rec,
site.
good rec. Absolutely good rec on this one, Jeff K.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is awesome.
I think another maybe like a fun mini-sode like we did with the adult games would just be to go through here and what's the craziest shit you found on this website. once this site starts trending again, we're just gonna go through and we're gonna find out what's the craziest shit you found on this website.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely down to just keep scrolling and see what's up. Okay, yeah, hell yeah, this is awesome.
But that's it. That's what I've got. Hopefully, somebody finds something on here that you can, that'll make somebody in your life happy.
Here you go. Here you go. I can buy someone's used Burberry sneakers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude! Tons of
Yeah.
sneakers and tons of like designer shit
Yeah,
too.
the
That's
thing,
how
like,
you know kind
Burberry,
of who is
Gucci,
leading their shit
Off-White,
on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the people who are like, oh, whatever, I'll just buy a new one. Like,
Right, exactly. So you're getting like Christian Dior,
yeah,
Nine
Prada.
West, yeah. I did see Prada.
Yeah, Yves Saint Laurent. Yeah.
Oh shit, there's a pair of rollerblades on here. How much size are these?
Oh, hell yeah, do it. Bro, pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
I'm buying
do
this
it.
right now, bro. Hold on one second. I'm just shopping at this point.
And the other cool thing, there are Jordans on here. There are
there are
like,
J's. Yeah, I see them. See a couple here.
None
Dude,
of the
I
size
think I just
13,
saw
of course, but
There's a Stradivarius there. Like, what?
Is there? Where the hell is this?
lifestyle, and music and instruments.
Yep.
Let's see here. The hell?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not a real Stradivarius. Those are fucking insured through a museum usually. So, but yeah, that's sick. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, again, I'm just scrolling this later today. This is cool. Yeah, good record.
This is what I'm going to be doing again for like the 800th time, scrolling through the site all over again.
Oh, you could be here all day.
Yeah. Find yourself a deal. Again, this is thrifting. This is fine. If somebody else owned it before, just wash it. You'll be good to go again. It's just
Right.
Just,
Well, they clean everything, but
cool. Yeah,
obviously
of
you
course.
should do your due
Oh, nice.
diligence
Yeah, always,
and
yeah.
restore it again.
yeah. Yeah, even like tablets. That's sick. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Watches. Yeah, that's another hobby I've been getting back into. Just like looking for watches again, and I need to stop myself again.
Ooh, I got a smartwatch.
Ooh, did you?
I got a Samsung smartwatch.
So did I.
Ooh, that was on my list, and it's kind of funny. I was going to bring that up and actually ask you guys for recommendations on that,
Right.
because I too am team Samsung or team not Apple.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat. Hey, there are a few. Oh no, they're sold. Sorry, I was gonna say there were a few smartwatches on here.
Fitbits. They got Fitbits here. There's that too.
They have Fitbits.
Yeah.
Not bad pricing too.
No, that's really
$40.
good. Yeah. So
Nice.
So my brother visited over the weekend, right? And he recently went Team Apple. Boo.
Oh no.
It makes sense for him and his wife, my sister-in-law, right? Whatever, it's fine.
Right.
And his previous phone did need an upgrade, but he had a Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, so it's a little bit of an older model, right? But he basically just I bought it off for him, with at the family rate, basically. It's a good watch. Again, I just needed something to control my phone, so I don't have to keep pulling my phone out of my pocket. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to try not to use my phone as much as possible. You know what I mean? I've kind of fallen into bad habits again recently. But yes, it's nice to just move my podcast forward or change my music, track my steps. But yeah, no, it's a good watch. It's an older watch. Again, I've seen them online for around like 70, 80, $100, and it's still good. It's still getting support. So I don't know about what's yours, Jeff K.
The watch that I have is the Samsung Galaxy Active 2 or something like that. It is a hand-me-down from my wife's coworker, but it was completely free. All it cost was some Filipino snacks
Hell yeah.
and some beef on
Totally
a
worth
stick.
it.
Pork on a stick, I'm sorry, not beef on a stick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and basically, so like I wanted to use it just as a lifestyle tracker, right? So when I'm working out to get my steps in and all of that, that's kind of what I wanted to use it for. But there is a lot of other cool shit on here too, so I am happy about it.
Sick.
Oh yeah, speaking of watches, I'm about to get this Rolex for $10K. That's 20% off.
I mean, $10K for a Rolex is not bad, especially for this type
Right?
of model, the Sea Dweller or the Oyster. I'm looking
Yeah.
at these. Yeah, I'm not sure about dropping $10K right now for a gift for myself, but that's sick though. That's awesome.
hey, come on, Lacan, treat yourself.
Yeah, you're right. Let me just go ahead and just liquidate some of my 401K to just pick this up. Yeah, man, this is sick. But you said you're currently in the market for a smartwatch?
Yeah, I mean, let's see, because I haven't, me, I haven't used the watch in a long time, but now I'm like,
Yeah.
might be time, especially since, as you mentioned, as you mentioned, you use it for tracking your steps. So yeah, I'd like to do that too.
Actually, if you're looking for since I've been getting back into watches recently, I've been following these again. These are kind of just like timeless watch. I'm gonna do 3 quick recommendations here. Casio G-Shock, right? Classic watch. Like I feel like everyone should own one of these, especially if you're into like working out. You don't want a smartwatch because this has like the timer and the tracking and all that stuff, right? Just basic watch, but like with the timer and stuff, right?
The one your brother has was mine, by the way. He bought it from me.
Was it? Okay, there we go. So there's that.
Nice.
Casio men's G-Shock on Amazon for like $44 right now. They're and then the Timex men's Ironman Classic, which is when Timex partnered with the Ironman competition. The 38 millimeter watch is going on sale right now for $33, regularly down from I think $50. So that's on sale right now. And then if you want like a simple, really clean, easy to read, very simple, nice leather band, Timex Easy Reader. That one just has like the big numbers on it. Very simple design, very classic design. Goes for like $30 right now. So if you wanted like a regular watch. But in terms of like smartwatches stuff, I think if you're trying to get something like new, I mean Samsung watches are kind of like I think essentially the standard essentially for the Android side, from my understanding. And if you want something a little more simpler, just for like lifestyle tracking, yeah, Fitbit is good. Because those still work with Android, obviously, because was it Google bought out Fitbit? But yeah, those are pretty safe to recommend for basically anything, especially if you're just not trying to get too busy on the watch. You know, you want it to just be an accessory and not something to distract you with. You know.
Right, because Lord forbid we have like more screens.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, and as a matter of fact, like the viewers and listeners on your channel might want to have a watch where you can actually play a game on. I don't know if they have any smartwatch games, but it'd be cool.
Yeah. One big thing I liked about having the smartwatch thing now is that I can actually download some of my Spotify playlists onto it. So I don't have to bring my phone with me. Like, my watch doesn't have service on itself, but if I'm going out for a bike ride, I don't want my phone on me anyway. And it's like I'm trying to unplug in the first place, so I can go for like 2 hours and just have like 2 hours of podcasts or like 2 hours of music available on the actual phone's storage. So there's also that too. So that's that was our little tangent right there. So we were talking about the watches thing. We were scrolling on this page. So Jeff F, what is your last official recommendation then for this episode? And we'll wrap it up here soon.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are Batman fans, you know, and for the Batman lover and Batman fan in your life that you want to really treat for Black Friday, for the holiday season where you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, you name it. You know, now's the time of year to finally spend a whole lot of money on them, get them something nice for this time of year, because the person in your life, especially who's named Jeff, so if you want to treat the Jeff in your life, you can spend some money to get them a working Batmobile from the Dark Knight for only $3 million.
How pissed are you going to be when somebody buys this for me?
Hey, as long as I can ride it.
Okay.
Just swing by. Just swing by for it. Yeah. Okay, so more specific.
It is not street legal, by the
No,
way, so
and
it's going to be hard for me to do that.
I think it might be because according to the official spec sheet, the tumbler is made of Kevlar, carbon fiber, and sheet metal fiberglass, and features a 6.2-liter LS3
There's an LS
engine.
in there. This is a
Supermatic.
Chevy boy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, 4-speed transmission, 4-wheel power disc brakes, and a digital performance dashboard. And if you act now, it can have Apple AirPlay or Android Audio. Android Audio. It comes with imitation gun turrets, which, you know, if you have the, you know, DIYer in your life, you can turn them into real gun turrets.
All right, I'm in. I want it.
And just to let all of our listeners know, my birthday's coming up, so
On top of Christmas.
That's also wild. That this is actually they actually like made a full-on replica of this thing. This is sick. So yeah. The Dark Knight trilogy. This is the Tumbler. This is the Nolan Batman trilogy. The Tumbler.
this is what the Cybertruck would be if Elon Musk had
Taste. If he had taste.
If he wasn't a fucking idiot, yeah.
This is sick, man. That's fucking hilarious. Though. That's so funny. Yes, if you know somebody named Jeff whose birthday's coming up for a holiday, if you want to give him a holiday gift, here you go.
Yeah, or birthday present.
Either one works. That's funny, man. That's sick. That's a little. I can't believe these are actually on. There's 10 of these. What the hell's happening?
Yeah. There's 10 of them, which means you can get the Jeff in your life 5. So let's do it.
Each one of you has to get 5 of them. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
We're setting up the Patreon and the GoFundMe now. We got this. Oh man, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, but this is a fun episode. Again, a little bit more relaxed. We're kind of winding down the year here. We're heading into the holiday season. But yeah, this was a fun little conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely going to have both Jeffs back on for another episode. We've been trying to get this going on for a little while now, and we're definitely going to make sure we get one of these episodes out before the end of the year. So anything else from you guys? Any last words before we hop off here?
No, good luck.
Last word is buy the Jeff in your life a Batman tumbler.
Just really just cementing that in for you. Okay.
Please buy him the Batman tumbler, please. You don't have to buy it for me. Just buy it for him. That's all I ask.
So cool, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate support from you guys. We've had a nice little uptick in terms of listeners. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. Give us a share. We're on all the current audio streaming platforms. Follow us on social medias. We're trying to put out more YouTube stuff. Don't worry, we'll be on it.
I promise.
And we got a couple more episodes for you guys before the end of the year. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.
Later, Gators.
Jeff F, say bye. Don't be rude.
Oh, bye. And when I say bye, buy me the Batman. All right. Peace out.
You have to buy your own shit, and then it becomes even more of the best. This is Liquid Death. I don't have a problem.
The sniffling on mind is cocaine. So
Okay, good. That's fine. I'm shooting black tar heroin right now.
Right?
Pinky out though. It's classic, you know.